level that isn't just influencer boxer anymore. Jarvis did that, and not only that, Malcolm, they had another spar off camera that Jarvis said he had a little more success in.
And now we welcome his opponent in the arena, Tom Zanetti.
Now, when I felt with Tom Zanetti, he was quite, you know, in the build-up, he's quite a cool customer. Now, these two have got real beef, and you and I were discussing beforehand, and we've got a term here like handbags at dawn. It was like over nothing really that escalated, and neither man really wanted to back down.
Now, listen, sometimes it just takes a mental switch to go off in either fighter, and for Tom, it doesn't take a lot. You look at him cross, you breathe too hard in front of him. Sometimes that's all it takes to get him going, and that's what it was with this bad blood. He needs sometimes a mental edge, and sometimes you have to create it for yourself when it's not even there. So for Tom, tonight is to prove all the things he's told himself right.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next high-stakes matchup right here in Wembley is scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds of boxing. We introduce first the blue corner, standing 5 feet 8 inches tall and weighed in at 166.7 pounds. His record, 1 victory, no losses, no draws. Fighting out of the United Kingdom, introducing jarvis. Standing 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighed in at 168.4 pounds. His record, no wins, 1 loss, no draws. Also fighting out of the United Kingdom, introducing Tom Zanetti. When the action begins, your referee in charge.
Wow.
You saw there, Wade, Zanetti's pumped. He's the underdog, let's be honest, isn't he?
Intensity on the face of Tom.
Yeah.
Yes, he is here to prove that he can box, not just fight, he can box. Jarvis got the pedigree now. Let's see what matters most.
So again, a superb atmosphere here tonight. High stakes in every sense. And it's Zanetti looking to push forward, take center ring.
Something I saw in Tom's open workout was that he has learned to box. He's been 9 weeks locked away, learning this sport. He's been a fighter all his life, but now we've seen some technique that we maybe haven't seen from him before.
That said, sharp boxing in that exchange from Jarvis. Zanetti responds.
Jarvis is going to be tight all night. Good technique, nice jab. The one thing you want to see from Jarvis that I've seen a couple of things in his training is his head coming off the center line. He walks into range flat, and he's going to get caught with a big one.
Well, when he bobs and weaves like that, Zanetti's doing the right thing, throwing the hooks to the body. But you just, as you said, there's already a crispness to Jarvis's work that you can see.
And he's not staying flat-footed in front of Tom. You see him change in angles. Oh, nice hook. That's beautiful right hand behind it. You're seeing him change angles off the separation and on his way in. He looks sharp tonight.
Well, we mentioned his training camp and where he's from. And angles is the game there. That's what I love about that gym, and obviously some of the people there is they work the angles.
Absolutely. Malcolm, I can't tell you already how much of a difference I'm seeing in Jarvis from 18 months ago. This was a kid that played video games all his life, never picked up a boxing glove in his life until a year and a half ago, and he looks like he belongs in a pro bout.
Well, this is, as I said, we talked about the viral video earlier, and although it was against Mayweather, people saying, you know, what pro is this? And they said, no, he's an influencer. It was like, he earned respect just from that.
Absolutely, and right now he's trying to earn the respect of Tom Zanetti, because Tom is a guy that is willing to sit down and throw bombs. They're talking to each other a little bit here too, Malcolm.
Tom's doing the right thing. Not only is he showing no respect, you notice how he's trying to hold center ring. We talked about that alpha male thing before. Tom is never trying to give up that center ring.
Yeah, that's the thing here, is whoever wins that battle of keeping that back foot in the middle and not giving ground, because both guys are here to throw some big-time shots. We're going to see a difference maker, just like that right hand from Tom. That was nice.
That was close as well. If that had just a bit more half step into it, there was a different shot there.
What you're seeing right now from Tom is deliberate ones and twos and then working the body, whereas Jarvis is showing a lot of head movement and then trying to walk in behind his right hand. Tom is firing off ones and twos to try to keep him away.
That term you use, Wade, I always like to look at. When you say deliberate, I know exactly what you mean. And when you're against a mobile boxer, that can be your downfall eventually, unless you put the man away.
Absolutely, and what you're seeing from Tom is a guy that wants to maybe go Jarvis into one of these firefights where Jarvis doesn't necessarily stay as technically sound as we know he can be.
That's the thing, Wade, if he stays technically sound, he will see the deliberate nature of the shots, and that movement will start to work in his favor. But do you know what? I think Tom Zanetti's tactics were spot on in that opening round.
Yeah, that's what he needs to do, right? He wants to make this a fight, and granted, he's gotten better as a boxer, but Jarvis is quick, he's fast, he's going to show great technique, good head movement. But watch him walk him into this firefight, and now we're at 50-50s. Everybody's throwing hammers, and anybody can land.
Yes, Zanetti, as I said, it was simple little things like trying to... That's a beautiful shot,
nice shot
underneath, and he knew it. Look at Zanetti's face.
Acknowledged it immediately.
He knew that way.
Absolutely.
And that's the difference between the two. And when you're saying about the deliberate nature of Zanetti's work across 5 rounds, that can be capitalized on.
Absolutely. He can absolutely stay in that range. And again, 50-50s. He's taking big shots from other guys in this scene. I don't think he fears Jarvis's power yet. Jarvis has to make him fear that shot.
I honestly believe that Tom's mindset is, I don't want to go 5 rounds. I'm going to get this guy out there. Let's lure him into this war. Let's get these shots, Tom. 100%.
And you're seeing a little bit of it in the way Tom moves. Every exchange they have, when Tom separates, you even hear him say yes right there. Like he wants this. Back and forth we go. Oh, big shots.
His feet are flat. He's planting. He's throwing everything with everything he's got.
And this is a thing too, Malcolm. We talk about gas tanks. We're going 5 threes here, and you're seeing Tom start to gas a little bit.
His mouth is already going goldfish. It's already happening.
Yeah. And this is something you worry about, because if anybody's conditioned, Jarvis will be. They don't even cut the AC on in Mayweather's gym, because you can't cook without hot grease. So this is another guy that's been through the fire, but Tom is trying to make him go through it once again.
As I said, I still think his tactics are right. If he feels that he can't go 5 rounds with a really good technical boxer, this is what he needs.
Yep.
A stand and trade, and anything can land.
Back and forth we go. The problem that Jarvis is having right now is, while he is capitalizing,
yeah. Your same phone.
again.
As I said, I still think his tactics are right. If he feels that he can't go 5 rounds with a really good technical boxer, this is what he needs.
Yep.
A stand and trade, and anything can land.
Back and forth we go. The problem that Jarvis is having right now is, while he is capitalizing when he's in range, getting to it has been a big issue for him. He's taking shots to get there. Look, the jab, right hand, and he's only answering with one at a time.
That was the first shot off balance, though, from Tom. His right leg came right off the floor, which also hints at that cardio beginning to wear away.
I like what Tom's doing in this round, though. I do. And he's only answering with one at a time.
That was the first shot off balance, though, from Tom. His right leg came right off the floor, which also hints at that cardio beginning to wear away.
If I'm being frank with you, Malcolm, I don't think Jarvis cares about being hit right now. He's wanting to make around. He's kept chasing Tom, and he walks into 1-2s and 3s. If I'm being frank with you, Malcolm, I don't think Jarvis cares about being hit right now. He's wanting to make this just as much a war as Tom Zanetti is. And I don't know if it's the best strategy, but this is a fighter at the end of the day. He wants to make it a fight too.
Leonard Duran won when Leonard said, you know, they said what beautiful movement.
Maybe this is the strategy. Maybe Jarvis said, you know what, you might see me as this technical guy. I'm going to beat you at your own game. I'm going to take some of your best shots, and then I'm going to walk you down in rounds 3, 4, and 5.
I mean, Tom is breathing heavy.
Look at it. Look at the balance that Tom is already. He's starting to kind of square up on shots. Defensively, just fall into the ropes. Look at turning from the corner.
He looked to his corner there as if to say, hey.
Some big-time shots there, but he keeps going to work.
We talked to the psychology of the center ring. The psychology here, I think you've got spot on, Wade. Jarvis has no fear of what Tom's throwing.
Nice right hand there from Jarvis. He's going to need more of that, though, because even if Tom is lethargic in this round, and even if he's just shoving like he is now, I don't venture out to say he might have won this round with the volume early and just doing that to Jarvis as he comes in.
Especially with the no-draw rule. When it's close, they're going to look at the shots thrown, the work rate, and that's where the center ring also becomes vital, that man pushing forward.
It's a great point. Jarvis, while maybe not being as volume heavy as Tom has in that round, he didn't stop walking forward. There was not a point where he took a back step. So again, this round 3, we talked about it all night, is going to be crucial to see what happens next. Again, splits the guard, beautiful shot, jab, right hand. Jarvis trying to follow, and those 50-50s, you're going to get guys landing back and forth. That's what Tom wants.
And what Tom did there, and we saw perfectly, and he's doing here, he's negating the movement of Jarvis. You yourself said Jarvis is no side-to-side. He's coming in a straight line, which suits Tom's style.
Yeah,
and yet we know he's got that mobility.
Yeah, that's the thing. Jarvis can't get lulled into doing things that he doesn't want to do. If the game plan is walk Tom down, that's fine. But that doesn't mean walk straight at Tom.
Second down.
That means set up your shots, do things to make Tom uncomfortable, and then you go first.
Round number 3.
Well, the atmosphere again here tonight, absolutely electric as these two go to war.
Oh. And look at this right now, Malcolm. Look at the difference in the shots. Who's more crisp right now? Who is throwing with more power and more speed? Because in these first 30 seconds, Tom's already, again, breathing out of the mouth. While Jarvis is taking these shots, they're not affecting him the same way they were early on.
And now we're seeing that movement. Those shots are just a millimeter or two out of range now, half of them. Where they were all landing, they're at, but I still, I was just about to say, I still admire Tom's tactics. For him, they are the right tactics.
I agree. Tom has to do this because he knows that Jarvis wants this fight too. If Jarvis were to stay on the back foot, I'd say, listen, Tom's got to go forward, but he doesn't have to. Jarvis continues to walk forward, and it allows Tom to get off that jab right hand just to alleviate pressure for just a little bit. And then Tom comes back with a 4-punch combo of his own. Look at that, man. Oh, big shot.
Well, do you know what?
Back and forth, I'm telling you.
It is, and Jarvis is getting through, but do you know what? Tom's getting through with a lot as well.
Yeah, that's the thing we were talking about.
Now, for the first time, Jarvis went downstairs. Now, when your man is breathing like that, and he's gone down with the left again, that could be the key, Wade.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to dig to the body here if you're Jarvis, which I think he's trying to get in there, but Tom is doing a good job. And I don't know what he's got left in the tank, but he's throwing it all out there, man.
They say leave it all in the ring. You're seeing Tom do that exactly, and the thing he's doing well is we talked about timing before. As Jarvis walks in, Tom gets him on full extension. He makes him work for every punch that Jarvis gets. Look, every time he comes in, Tom throws 2 or 3.
Oh, they're going to call it. They're going to call it. That's it. They're going to call it.
I told you that was his tactic, Wade.
Yeah. What are we doing here? Tom saying it's over.
The towel's going in. That was his tactic, Wade. Knock him out. I can't go to 5.
What a game plan from Team Jarvis, because I think they knew it too. This is why we saw Jarvis on the front foot, high